Hello, and welcome to Breaking into the Light, where we get to the emotional root of the issue. My name is Misty Love, and I am a certified EFT practitioner utilizing the emotional freedom technique. I add muscle testing in as a diagnostic to be more precise in finding the actual emotional root cause. By way of announcement, this month I've put a new course out. On my website. The first one is my self-guided generational DNA processing program. It's my new flagship program that guides you through processing all of your generational trauma. And yes, I said all. This also allows for better DNA health for your living family lines. I will be leaving it at its introductory pricing until the end of March. Then I will bump it up to its intended pricing. So check it out on my website. Today, I'm so grateful to have Cytel here again with us as a follow-up. Hello, Cytel.
Hello, it's so good to be with you again.
Yep, so glad you're here. Cytel is an entrepreneur focusing on astrology and leading others in their marketing. So I would actually love to dive in a little bit of what is going on in the planets right now. And I'm going to say why a lot of us feel kind of crazy and like crap.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on, and I'm gonna just talk about two things really quickly. One, it's Pisces season, and so that already lends to things. So in the different seasons for the signs, we can experience that energy wherever it's showing up in that area of our life, according to our natal chart. And Pisces season can be delusion. It can be, I really like to say it's feelings. Um, and really like bringing the feelings to our mind and bringing feelings to mind. Does that make sense? Like it's all coming to
Absolutely.
a head. Our feelings are coming to a head
So
at
I'm
this
Pisces,
season.
so I totally get this.
It's like, yeah, you totally get it. And depending on where Pisces is, like the area it's sitting in our own natal chart, is kind of the area that it brings up those feelings for us, right?
Yeah.
So my Pisces is in my ninth house, which is the house of education. It's the house of teaching and learning. It's the house of expansion. And let me tell you, yes, yes, yes. Am I feeling emotions about teaching? Am I feeling emotions about expanding? You bet. Like it's just really clear. And then there's one other thing, and I think a lot of astrologers have been talking about this, but it's the exactness between Neptune and Saturn, and they're both in Aries. And Aries very much is I I mean, people say Aries is war and Aries is fighting, but I would say Aries is just about being direct and let's get some crap done around here. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like let's make some movement happen. And so we have Neptune and Saturn. And Neptune really is about our dreams and it's about really attuning to the thing. So I'm going to say it like this. And this is probably not how any other astrologer is going to say it, but this is how I'm going to say it. This is about being like, what do I need to do in my personal life to make my dreams come true? What action do I need to take? And then Saturn is on top of it right there, like they're right on top of each other. And Saturn's coming in, and Saturn, I like to say Saturn is the law of obedience. And it's like, this is what you have to do. And you have to obey not all laws, not all rules. I'm not talking about manifesting principles or the laws of abundance or anything like that, but like your personal laws to get the blessings that you're desiring. Does that make sense?
Sure. Totally. Totally.
And so,
Nobody else can see me here. You can see me, but nobody else can. But I'm sitting here just going like aha moment after aha moment here with my last 3 or 4 days.
yeah. And it's really like tuning in to what it is that we need to do to make the movement, and then coming in there with Saturn's coming in there with the structure saying, and these are the, now we're lining everything up to get it done, to give it to you so that you can receive it. I can't tell you, I had two discovery calls earlier today, and both of the women were saying similar things. And they're like, it's time to move. It's time to get started. It's time to take this thing that I've been feeling like I want to do and actually put it out into the world, or actually start making progress and have movement in my business in the way that I want to have progress and I want to experience movement. It's time to sign some freaking clients and like reach these revenue goals that I have been wanting to reach. And so I'm not surprised that they're both saying these things because of what we're experiencing in the stars right now.
So how does that work with Mercury retrograde then? Because I know a lot of people will say to not go get a tattoo, don't make any big decisions, all this, these types of.
Yeah, I'm a crap on that. I think it's crap. And I follow an astrologer, Casey Dene, on Instagram, and she says the same thing. And she was like, she talks about how her mentor didn't want to start teaching her until Mercury was in retrograde. And how I know, right? And
Hmm.
how she prefers to launch in Mercury retrograde.
Wow.
And I know it's totally opposite what everybody else talks about. And my personal take on Mercury retrograde is as an opportunity for us to get really clear on what it is that we actually want to say. And then when we get clear on that, say it in Mercury retrograde. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. But the problems that are coming up with communication during that time are because we're not clear on what it is that we want to say.
I love that. And that's your specialty there too.
Yes, messaging. Yes. It's my favorite thing to talk about.
So as you were talking about the different planets and everything, like I just had like a few aha moments. Like I am a baby in all of the astrology stuff. However, like I know enough to kind of pinpoint things and to make it make some sense in my own life. And so I'm a Pisces sun, Aries moon, and Libra. And that so it's kind of like all those things are popping up here right now. And I will tell you, since especially like I was fine, I was totally normal on Thursday. And Friday, just I felt just like a whole can of worms. Just
Yeah, for sure.
um, so it's been an interesting weekend, but like I know how to work on my own self and all the emotions and everything that pop up. And so, I mean, it's also a really great time to work on all the things, the
Yep.
things that are popping up. Like they need to come up and they need to be
Yep.
looked at and taken care of.
Yep. Yep. The energies in the world, in the universe right now are saying, what do you want?
Yeah,
And what action do you need to take to get it? What action do you need to take to receive it? And that, like, because we have to be open to receiving, right?
absolutely.
We can't just want something. We actually have to be ready and willing and able to accept it when it comes towards us. And I think this is a really, really great, I mean, it's just everything is for our good, right?
Right.
And so here this is for our good, saying, what is it that you truly desire? And okay, let's do it. Let's
I
do
love
it.
that. I love that. I think it's interesting because there's these things we want and these things that we dream about. But
Hmm.
it is so interesting that a lot of us have blocks to receiving or can't
Yep.
even fathom receiving something good for ourselves.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep.
So you hit
Exactly.
it, the nail on the head right there. Like you've got to be willing to also receive.
Hmm. Yep. It
So
sounds easier than it is.
it really is. And it depends on so many things.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
like we're truly living here in survival mode, and that's how a lot of people just are able to keep going. But you reach further and further towards thriving, and
Yep.
you learn, oh, I need to learn to receive things and not try to do
Yep.
everything on my own.
Yes. It's so much better. I mean, and I shouldn't say it's not as easy as it seems, but it
Well,
just feels really, well, it is.
I think
It
you're
is.
right. I think you're absolutely right.
It is like we just say you just got to be open to receive it. And it's like, how the heck do I do that? And it's just this practice of the things that we are like, oh, I wanted this. It came to me. I accept it, and I mean, it's simplistic to look at like people giving us compliments and really receiving them, or people being like, hey, what can I do for you today? And our gut instinct is nothing. I don't need anything. But to like actually stop and say, okay, how could they serve me today? If they were inspired to ask what they can do for me, what is it that God is wanting for me to ask them for?
Along that same lines, this comes to my mind really quick. When I was a teenager, my mother noticed that somebody, would say, you look good today, or you're pretty today, or something like that. And I would just really be like, oh, you know, whatever. Like, and my mom said, essentially she didn't say receive it, like in our words, but
Yeah.
she said, Misty, these people went out of their way to compliment you. In the very least, you could say thank you for that.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
love
you,
that.
you can come to a time where you actually believe it, fine, but at least,
Yeah.
say thank you for the compliment,
Yeah.
you know?
Yes, exactly. And it's so, we've been taught in our society just to deflect it,
Mhm.
and that's like the socially appropriate thing to do when it's so much better to just say thanks. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. And I think they appreciate it too.
They do because they're being received. And
Yeah.
it's so, I mean, it's so much better to be received than to be rejected.
Yeah, essentially that is rejection, and it's a
Uh-huh.
double reception, really, truly. That's really powerful, actually.
Hmm. Yep, exactly.
Very cool. Okay, so let's move on. Cytel's gonna do her follow-up. We're gonna see if there's anything else to work on and see. I'm gonna tell you a little bit what happened the first time, and then we'll see what Cytel wants to do, if she wants to follow up with that or something else. So the first time she actually worked on a few things that came up as priority for what's holding her back in her weight loss journey. Everything has always been had to be so hard to actually lose the weight in the past. So we found some trapped emotions and a belief that was limiting her success in weight loss. So Saito, what do you think for today?
I just have to say, oh my gosh, like I just had a really cool experience last night, and like talking about this is like, oh, that's why it was so obvious to me last night and why it makes so much sense, and just about my body and like feeling different about it. Do you know what I mean? Like
Huh?
same body, different feelings.
Yeah. So do you acquaint with the things that you process? Did you notice anything along the way? Have you noticed anything maybe with that belief or even with the trapped emotions that we hold?
Oh my gosh, do you know what? I can't even consciously remember all the stuff that we did. I just remember yawning like crazy.
I remember that too.
I remember I moved so much. But it has, one of the things that, because I was thinking about it before we started, and I was like, it's felt easier to want to go to sleep. And
Take
I
care
know
of
that,
yourself.
yes, exactly.
Imagine that.
And like, I know these are like such small things, but like, it's been easy to remember to wear my perfume. And again, it seems like it has nothing to do with weight loss, but I can really see how it has everything to do with it. And last night I was having this incredible conversation with a friend of mine, and we were talking about, the weight on our stomach is really there for a protection for us, or to act as a protection, and what we could use instead. And we were talking about how in the armor of God, it talks about this in Ephesians 6, how the very first piece of the armor is actually truth. And we gird our loins with truth, and our loins are actually around our stomach.
Ah,
And I was like, oh my gosh, like that's the thing that my body needs more than anything else, is actually truth. And I don't know, I, it just has felt easier to honor my body.
I love that. That is that is not in and of itself easy for, I
No,
would
it's
say,
not.
most of us.
No. Yeah, exactly.
Like it's a journey to get to that place. And of course there's more to go, but
Yeah.
so I'm good. Maybe I'm going out on a limb here, but there's so many women that don't even get to that point in this lifetime.
Yeah. Regardless of, I mean, how many women are so thin and skinny, or so beautiful and like fit, and they think they're fat, and they can't accept the beauty. So I know, and I've known that in order to get to the space where my body could start releasing weight, I had to feel beautiful already. And I had to feel like this acceptance, love and acceptance for my body, so that I could then support it through the journey instead of punish it through the journey. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And we talked a little bit about this in the first time, that it's that safety, finding that safety again and what it even looks like, you know?
Oh my gosh, I think that's exactly what I've been I just totally, like I said, I totally forgot everything that we covered, but that's how I have been feeling. Like there's just such a different, oh my gosh, this happened. I'm going to say this first, and then I'm going to tell you that. Um, I just had this, like, there's a difference feeling between me and my body. And I didn't even, like, I wasn't even like conscious of it until right now. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what I've been experiencing, is this different feeling between me and my body. And it feels more settled. Like there's a more settled relationship. And the other day, I don't even know, it sounds so funny, but I know you'll get it. I was doing something in my bedroom, and all of a sudden I just had this feeling come over me. And it was like, I'm ready to let go of the weight around my belly. And I was like it was just out of the blue. I wasn't thinking about weight loss. I wasn't thinking about my stomach. Like I wasn't thinking about my body. And it was just like, I'm ready. And I was like, whoa, like
You're
what
like,
just
wait,
happened
what?
here?
Where'd
Like
that
this,
come
yeah,
from?
yeah. I wanted to turn around and like, was there's somebody in the room that said that, because it fell outside me but inside me at the same time. Like I was saying that, it sounds so weird, but you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It does. It makes a lot of sense. A lot, I know, especially with belief work, it's
Mhm.
powerful.
Yes.
Um, and I know you've done other work too, also, so you would know that. But even it was a belief that I processed using tapping that truly showed me that the tapping actually works. Like the next day, literally, with what I processed, like I was like, okay, whatever, that person online, like I'll try it, but and the next day I was just like at work, like I was like razor sharp and clear and making decisions like that instead of taking days. And it's just like, what's wrong with me?
Wonderful things.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll take it. Like I'm gonna go home and read the rest of the book and get certified like tomorrow. And I'm I'm kidding.
That's how I felt about astrology.
That's awesome. I truly, truly need to dive in more on that. There is a lot to learn.
Oh my gosh, so much.
There's a lot. If
Yeah.
I listen to an astrologer or even somebody that I don't know knows even half of it, I'm just like, oh, I'm trying to keep up and okay, I'll write this down and look it up later. And like I said, I'm a baby with it. I know enough, but if you get into a deep conversation, like I'm just gonna be listening and take notes and look stuff up later.
I hear you.
But okay, so what would you like to do today? Would you like to work on priority? Would you like to work on furthering, look into more, see if anything else has to do with the
Yes,
weight
let's
loss
do it.
journey?
Do it. Let's
Okay.
option B, please.
Say that again.
Option B, please. I said.
Okay, let's do this. I like that. I like your attitude. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what we can come up with. Okay, so I'm gonna start with weight loss journey. Cytel weight loss journey. Priority for that is an emotion, unlimited belief. We've got some more trapped emotions coming up.
Fantastic.
So, trapped emotions. Okay. Having to do with an organ, having to do with a gland. So let me get, that is a chart that I did not have up. So ovaries, pancreas, adrenal glands, thymus, so thyroid gland comes up.
Oh, yep. I am on thyroid medication.
Okay, let's get that working better.
For that.
Okay, I'm gonna check to see how many, and I know last time you did not want to know what the actual emotion was. Still the same?
Same.
Okay. We don't need that, so it's not essential. Okay. Process. How many trapped emotions? Thyroid, having to do with weight loss. We'll start at 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 310,000, 320, 310, 311, 311,000. To write it down, I'm gonna lose it. 311,000, 100, 200, 220, 10, 9. So 311209.
Fantastic.
And that's not low. Ooh. That is not low nor high necessarily. Sometimes it can be in the millions, and sometimes it could be just a few. So yeah, it's enough to be coming up as the next thing on the list. And it's also the thyroid, which obviously can offset weight type of issues. So that's
yes,
awesome.
it can.
Okay, so let's work on those and get rid of those. Your body already knows it's coming. Okay. All right. I invite you to repeat after me and tap on the points that I do. Even though I have 311
311,000
209
209
trapped emotions stuck in my thyroid.
trapped emotions stuck in my thyroid.
that are keeping me from being able to lose the weight that I want.
that are keeping me from being able to lose the weight I want.
I choose to love and accept myself anyway.
I choose to love and accept myself anyway.
And I release all of these trapped emotions now.
I release all these trapped emotions now.
And I picture giving them to my Savior, Jesus Christ.
And I picture giving them to my Savior, Jesus Christ.
Take a big deep breath when you're ready. That was already kind of a peaceful moment before that breath too. Just kind of,
Yeah.
that kind of settled in for me. You seemed like you had this kind of calm face all of a sudden. So awesome. So inner eyebrow, all of these trapped emotions stuck in my thyroid.
All these trapped emotions in my thyroid.
Outer eyebrow, all the rest of these trapped emotions stuck in my thyroid.
And the rest of these trapped emotions stuck in my thyroid.
These trapped emotions stuck in my thyroid.
These trapped emotions stuck in my thyroid.
Upper lip. I give my thyroid permission to release all of these trapped emotions.
I give my thyroid permission to release all these trapped emotions.
Chin. My thyroid.
My thyroid.
Okay. I give myself permission to release all of these trapped emotions from my body now.
I give myself permission to release all these trapped emotions from my body now.
Okay, fingertips. All the rest of these trapped emotions in my thyroid.
All the rest of these trapped emotions in my thyroid.
I give them permission to process and release now.
I give them permission to process and release now.
Okay, top of head. These trapped emotions in my thyroid don't serve me anymore.
These trapped emotions in my thyroid don't serve me anymore.
Inner eyebrow. And I choose to process and release them all now.
And I choose to process and release them all now.
Outer eyebrow. I give myself permission to heal.
I give myself permission to heal.
Okay, big deep breath when you're ready. Good job.
That's a lot.
Awesome. So how many trapped emotions does Cytel have in her thyroid having to do with weight loss issues now? One, which is no. They're gone. Oof.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes. I love it. Okay. So I'm gonna check to see if there's anything else there for you to do today, and if not, anything to tap in. Process or tap in, something having to do with love, something having to do with joy. Is the word joy? No. So let's find that word. The semblance of joy. So it's still a good word. I need my glasses for that. Joy. So settings to process or tap in. I'm all talking about processing. Okay. Settle the process, something having to do with feeling enthralled, elated, enthusiastic, optimistic, proud, cheerful, happy, content. I think you tapped in content last time, if I remember right.
Oh, you're right. And I did feel that.
And so it's not this time. Enchanted, jubilation. So euphoric comes up.
Okay, I like that.
I think that's just most excellent for right now. Okay. So, and Cytel's not necessarily gonna feel euphoric right now. I mean, I think,
Dang it.
euphoric is like almost extreme, but that is what her body wants after getting rid of all of those trapped emotions in her thyroid. So that's cool in and of itself. So, um, what is if you say I am euphoric now, what comes up for you?
If I say I'm euphoric, like right now,
Like, does it even feel true? Does it?
no,
Yeah,
no, but it feels like I would really like that. That sounds fantastic to me.
I love that. Yeah, so I mean, sometimes we can, process through these things and just be like, okay, and your body wants something positive, but you not necessarily feel it. It might not feel
Yeah,
true, but as you tap it in, like you almost feel you feel that semblance of euphoria and euphoric at the end of it because that's what your body wants to drink in,
yeah,
essentially.
I can see that. Like when we were going through the tapping, and I said my thyroid. You had me just say just my thyroid one time, and I was like, wow, I could feel my love for it, and I've never experienced that before.
I love
It's
it.
been annoying. I've
Ah,
been annoyed in the past, but to feel so much love and gratitude for what it does, I never felt. And that was just like full body feeling. So that was really cool.
so that's really neat too. That also goes along with that
Hmm.
limiting belief that you processed that first time for the love for your body that you're finding and
Hmm.
like just some of these things that we struggle with for a long time, we come to not really like that part of our body, whether
Yep.
it's weight, whether it's a thyroid issue, whether it's a back issue or
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
You just
Exactly.
you have negative experiences with those parts of the body and you just don't really like them, so
Yep.
that's really cool.
Yeah. So cool.
Okay, so let's tap in I am euphoric. So your body likes it already. That's so cool that like not everybody does that, but people do that. Like they know it's coming, they know it's coming inside. So okay, so let's start at top of the head. I can be euphoric.
I can be euphoric.
I want to be euphoric.
I want to be euphoric.
I give myself permission to be euphoric.
I give myself permission to be euphoric.
Under I am euphoric.
I am euphoric.
Upper lip, I am euphoric.
I'm euphoric.
It almost sounded like you're like, I'm here for it. Like, I'm here, I'm game.
That's how I feel.
I love it. I am euphoric.
I'm euphoric.
Collarbone points, I am euphoric.
I'm euphoric.
Fingertip points, I am euphoric.
I am euphoric.
Top of head, I give myself permission to be euphoric.
I give myself permission to be euphoric.
And I'm all for it.
And I am all for it.
Okay, take a big deep breath there.
I have to tell you this. I don't know if it's allowed, so if this has to be edited out, it totally can. But the thing that just keeps coming to me as we were saying that is like, what is euphoria? Euphoria is like orgasmic.
I love that.
I'm like, do I want to experience that with my yes. Sign
It's
me up. It's like the ultimate pleasure. And I do want to experience the ultimate pleasure with my body.
I love that. That it's one of those feelings that I mean, it goes along with joy, and even joy is hard to find in this life sometimes.
Yep.
And so euphoric is right there along with it, and it almost feels like it's even more than joy. I don't know if that's possible, but it is a semblance of joy, but it's one of those words that we just want to feel. And I think you're
Because
exactly right there.
yeah, because it's when I say like when I think of euphoric, I think of sensations in my body.
Yes.
And like as we were going through the tapping, I actually felt it in my stomach. What the heck?
I love that. Yeah, I would love if you follow up with me
Mhm.
and like if anything else kind of comes up and I can share that in the next one. Just
Yeah,
like
I will.
this ended up coming up and it was really, really neat, really, really great. But Cytel, thank you for being here. I'm so glad that you chose to be here a second time.
Thank you. This has been just fantastic. That's not
Before,
even a
no.
good, I was going to say that. Orgasmic.
But okay, yeah, thank you so much for being here. It's been great to get to know you a little better. And for all of you out there, if you got something out of this podcast today, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, bye bye.
Bye.